trip totally blew our expectations out of the water. You know, here we were going to go to TROG, maybe get 1 or 2 runs in on the beach, cruise across the country to see some cars, and there's at least a dozen Rolling Bones cars in there, and I'm just like, what the hell?
I hear a lady spitting at the Nicky Jacks, businessman with a needle and a spoon, coyote chewing on a cigarette, pack of young boys going howling at the moon.
Day 1 in the States, we just landed in San Francisco. I'm going to meet up with Mario and the boys over in Philadelphia, and we're heading straight to Wildwood and getting into it.
Blessing my sense catches up with me.
I think it was like 32 hours or something from door to door by the time we left our place in Toowoomba to actually got to Wildwood. Rolled into Philly Airport and met up with Mario, Woz and Dan. Grabbed the rental car and just hightailed it straight out to Wildwood, straight out of Philly, straight to Wildwood, and wow, what a town that is. Mario, yeah, decided he was going to go over to TROG, and he found a race car over there on Facebook Marketplace, and he bought this race car, and he said, hey man, I'll check this out, you know, like, bought this race car, we should go to TROG and take it for a run. And I was like, oh, righto. Already been messaging Mel Schiltz, and I just said, hey, what's the chance of doing a co-driver? So both Mario and I both drive his car. And he said, oh, he doesn't really like to do that. So he said, but I do have this other Model T that you could drive. 5 a.m, I'm just out walking the streets, walking the pier, just trying to work out what this town's about. And talking to my wife, I rang her back here in Australia, and was talking to her, just walking along this pier, and never seen anything like it before. Just, you know, the shop after shop after, you know, games parlour after games parlour, and roller coasters and water slides, and everything's just shut down, and it's all right there on the beach. Anyway, I just walked and walked and walked. I never even got to the end of the pier, it just kept going. And I just peeled off and headed back into town, and was trying to sort of look around town, and sort of come around the corner, and in this car park was the Model T that I'd been talking to Mel about. So good. Last night, just couldn't sleep. See if I fit in this. Oh yeah. Oh man, like a glove. We get a clutch, we're good. Went back, woke all the boys up, and we headed into town, trying to find something to eat. Wandered around the streets for a bit, and found a bagel joint. Went in, ordered some bagels, some terrible coffee. Mario's car that he bought was already at the Aquarius. He had it delivered there. So we're sort of there, checking over it, getting it running, work out how the hell it works. You know, it's this crazy, dirty roadster with the engine in the back, and you sit in the front, and just trying to work out how it all works. Rolled into town. By this time, you could see the Oilers, Mel and his crew. They're all set up across the road. from the car park where the swap meet and everything held, and that's where the Model T was parked. So we headed back down there again, and I saw this when I met Mel for the first time. So he was out the front of his apartment, coming out, having a look around, and yeah, just walked over, introduced myself, and met him and some of his guys, Matt and Mark J, a bunch of great guys. And yeah, Mark J took me over to the T and sort of run me over it and showed me how it worked, and gave me a bit of a rundown. You can tell that car, that Model T, that was Mark J's baby. You can just tell, like, he loves that car, and it's his pride and joy. And it was kind of cool for him to take the time out of his busy schedule, getting ready for TROG 2 days out, to take the time to make sure I was happy, which was pretty cool. This is Thursday by this stage, and the swap meet was Thursday and Friday, and TROG hadn't run for a couple of years due to COVID and some bad weather and stuff, and there was this whole like uncertainty around whether it was going to pop or not. Like, was it going to be a big banging event, or Or, you know, was TROG done? You know, like, was that it? Like, it's lost its hype. Just sort of weren't sure what was going to happen, and we were like, gee, what have we done here? Have we sort of come all the way over here for this, and it's going to be a non-event? Friday morning, same thing. I'm not sleeping. I'm so excited. Like, I'm still pumped. And woke all the boys up, and we headed back into town and started getting our cars ready for the race, like getting them running, tuning them. Back into the swap meet area, into the car park across the road. By this time, like, more and more people are rolling in. Cruising around the swap meet, couldn't help myself, bought a few more things. The Model T wasn't running the best.
What are you doing to it?
Don't know. We're not sure what's going on. It's not running real well. We think that rear carb might be half fucked and needing a rebuild. So Mark J was having a look at it, but he really didn't have time, and I didn't want to bother him. And there's another guy there, Jerry, had this really nice green 34, and he's like Mr. Carburetor himself, and he couldn't help himself. And over he come, and he's rebuilding the carbs. We found one of the jets actually had a burr in it, which was kind of interesting. Like, you'd seen where the jet had been drilled out, but there was still a burr in it. So we swapped that jet out.
Found a jet with something stuck in it, which wasn't helping matters. So it wasn't the float, or the float was still?
Well, the float, we fixed that too.
Oh, right.
And the coil had some loose wires. The carbs had to be rebalanced. They were a fair way out. So, yeah, we got there. We're going to take it for a spin, see how it ends up. And that was really nice of Jerry to help out. Like, he really didn't need to, which was cool. Like, just that kind of sums the vibe up there. Like, everyone helping everyone, and everyone's there to have a good time, which is really cool. Everyone helping everyone. That was the best part.
Is have you, when you run on the beach, take a tool with you, clutch it at the finish line, clutch it, shut it down, coast to where you need to, pull a plug and read it while you race, so we can see, are you rich, are you lean, and what we need to do. Because I have a set of bodies set up, 50 or 52 jets. I got to see what's on my car now, so we could bump it up if it needs it. If we have to lean it, we'll just have to get my kit. But
Friday just built and built and built, and just more and more people came, and we're just like, what is going on? This is crazy. Like, just blew our expectations out of the water. Just people coming from everywhere.
Has blessed us with incredible weather. Oh my Lord. The tide is going to be up and high right around 9 and 10. Okay, so normally we're racing at that time, so we are going to start racing as soon as we can, but we don't know what the wind will be like at that time. We are different than drag strips. I think that's why we get the opportunity to do what it is we do here. And we don't take breaks. We want to entertain the spectators. We want them, you know, and we want our racers happy. You know, I've had so many years of doing this where guys are like, I only got 4 runs, and well, that's your fault because you're not getting your ass out there. So if you want to run, you figure out a way to get out there, and you just keep running. Okay. So we will fire them off nonstop once that tide recedes. So when we first created the Night of Troglodytes, we did it at the bins because it was a shithole. And that's what we liked about it. It had the ambiance of like a real biker party. And unfortunately somebody bought that and they cleaned it up and it no longer feels fun or cool. So we have found this incredible little beach bar that's under the bridge on a dead-end street in North Wildwood. It takes basically 7 minutes to get there from here. So you'll head down that way and then cross a little bridge, and that's where we're partying, under the bridge, downtown. Cool, we're done. Hey, we'll do this again tomorrow too before we get on the street, okay? 6:45. Cheers.
We got stuck into the beers a little bit, the Modelo's, just one after the other of those. Brilliant afternoon, just the whole day in the sun in a car park.
I don't know.
Are you giving him driving lessons, Mario?
I don't fit. Skipper Rogers. Well, that's my porn star name, and Skipper was my first dog, and Rogers Street was where we live.
Rogers, what
Now ask these boys what their porn star name is.
Didn't you say...
What's your porn star
What's
name?
mine? Peppy Morsehead.
Peppy Morsehead.
What's yours? Small Dick Gary.
Wolf Hanover.
Why you ask 2 dogs fucking?
Skipper Rogers here, mate.
And then off we went to the Night of the Troglodytes.
You tell me, mate.
Big tomorrow,
Oh yeah.
finally got the fucking weather. I mean,
I know.
Right.
They're good as
You've been waiting forever. He's from Australia. They bought a car, got it delivered here, and they're going to race tomorrow. So you don't know how it runs, so who cares?
That's how we roll.
That's great. That's good, man. Okay, you got to go weekend fly. They're crazy.
Crazy.
Both from Australia? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Who's from Australia?
We're both from Australia.
Nice.
He's got the biggest Kangaroo Ranch in Australia.
So all the flathead dudes told me today to not run a higher octane.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because they said it gets too pingy, it won't run as good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So what do you want to do?
Whatever you
so
want.
we'll top it up with just like a lower octane.
Oddly, I knew what you meant. You know your sketch for that.
Fuzz. And then I think we might have called it a night after that. Yeah, so Saturday morning, up nice and early, back down the car park. By this time, the whole town is buzzing with just hot rodders and guys with bikes and crazy vibe. The whole town's just popping. You know, and just to like be in that car park and just surrounded by so many just epic traditional hot rods, like, you know, it really made me think like, you know, maybe I'm trying a bit too hard with our cars, you know, like these guys are just so stripped back, bare bones, just perfection. So we're there, driver's brief, and then head down onto the beach. now. We're on the beach, helping out where we can, the Oilers guys and Mel's crew, like helping them set up. And yeah, we just sort of rolled around the pits, just checking out more and more cars as they rolled in.
How excited are you?
A little bit excited. A little bit of wee came out.
What are they going to do? Get tapped?
A couple of Rolling Bones cars rolled in, and you know, everyone knows I absolutely love the Rolling Bones cars. So they rolled in, and sort of we snuck around, and without trying to fanboy too hard, like snuck up, had a look at their cars.
Like a couple months ago at a bar, and it was like, and I'm like, yeah, what? And he's like, steel. It was metal school at the time, and then they changed to Steel Panther.
You know who it was though?
I knew who they were, and I was like,
still beat their ass.
beating the fuck out of the one guy, and then the rest of the band members come out and fucking bang down you go, bang down you go, and it's fucking toe to toe with the other guy. Like, boom. Smooth operation.
Another quick driver's briefing, and Mel's like, all right, we're going to send some bikes out. We're going to start getting some bikes out while there's enough beach. And literally the first two guys running down the beach, they were like, one bike was in the water. So as soon as the first moment that we could get a car or a bike down the beach, he was sending people down the beach. They set bikes down for a while till the beach sort of, you know, got bigger and bigger, and by this time we're all lined up and in the staging area, ready to head out and just start getting into it. I can't even explain like the adrenaline in that. That first run, like, you know, we have an event here called Rattle Trap, which is, you know, a copy of TROG. And, you know, I remember my first Rattle Trap run, and it was so much like that feeling when you're just out on that beach and, you know, there's the crowd there and the flag goes up, and that first moment when you just step off that clutch and sand flies up behind you and, you know, over the front of the car and just down the beach. head down that track and you just see all these people in the crowds and roller coasters in the background. Unbelievable that this guy Mel, the creator, has put all this together, and it's just a ridiculous event. Like I don't know how it could be done any better than how he's done it. An amazing event, had the time of our lives on the beach racing, great beach parties and bonfires in the evenings. The Sunday night after the bracket racing, headed back into town, and we ended up sort of partying with the TROG crew back at their apartment. A great family of people, really. They're a family. You can tell they all love and respect each other and get along great, and it was so nice of them to welcome us into that group, and a few spicy margaritas and off to bed, and that was TROG.
Not lately. That's a wallaby. Here's more of a wallaby.
That's why I said, I go, that's tiny.
I'm going to some place where I've never been before.
Yeah, so Monday morning, woke up, we packed the cars up, got them all clean to be shipped back to Australia. Obviously we had to get all the sand and everything off them and clean for quarantine. The next thing we were doing was I've been texting Ben Hagg, and that just had that Hurricane Helena that's gone through, so through where he lived in North Carolina. So he was busy with the cleanup of that, so we weren't even sure whether we were meeting up with these guys. We don't really want to go down there and annoy them. They've just been devastated by this hurricane, and here we are as, hey, can we be a load on your services? I messaged him, and he wasn't sure what he was doing either, to be expected. And so we're like, all right, well, what's plan B? Plan B, we've still got to get to Oklahoma. All the TROG crew and all those guys, they're all going to Hershey swap meet. And we were like, well, we should go to Hershey swap meet, and packed the car up and started heading to Hershey.
Which town is it?
Philadelphia.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground, most of my days. Philadelphia. Maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood.
We're going around Philly, and I was like, oh, we should try and find the Rocky Stairs, and it'd be cool if they were somewhere around here. And Mario's in the back seat, and he's trying to find it on his phone, and I'm driving, I can't do anything. So we're trying to work out where these Rocky Stairs are. And I was like, man, it'd be funny if it's that building there. It looks like it's that building there. Drove up the road a little bit further, and we're stuck in traffic. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm gonna have a look. Type it in, and it's like, you're 4 kilometers from the stairs. Bust a U-turn, went back in, checked out the stairs, run up the stairs, did the Rocky thing. It was kind of cool just to be there and see it.
I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, yo home, smell you later. Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air.
roll into Hershey's, no idea what to expect. Hershey's swap meet is the biggest vintage car swap meet in the world. It's huge. We definitely underestimated how huge it actually was. Everyone's like, you need a week to get around there. And we're like, oh yeah, okay. Anyway, you need 2 weeks. It's huge. We rolled into Hershey, checked into the hotel, went out, found a brewery nearby, had some dinner, went to bed. Got up super early because we'd got the text from Ben by this stage that we were going to meet them in Paducah, Kentucky on Wednesday night. We were like, let's just go to Hershey, see what we can see, and get on the road, basically, because we had 1,500 miles to do in 3 days. So we rolled into Hershey's, and like we must have been the first 10 cars in the car park. We were there super early. You know, it wasn't even open, and we got there. And we rolled in this joint, and it is huge. Couldn't believe the size of it. It was just amazing. And we're like, how the hell are we going to see all this? So we split up because, you know, 5 guys looking at stuff, it just takes forever. So we kind of split up. And anyway, I found this tandem bike and rode it around. I found Lucas, and the pair of us just like rode the whole place.
Jump on, Bartels.
Saw everything that we needed to see as quick as we could, and I was like looking for certain parts and rode around this place flat out. And we were done by lunch. Like we'd seen the whole place. We were having some lunch and met up with the other guys, and we're like, all right, well, we're done, everyone's done. So we hit the road, and definitely got to get back to Hershey's, but you know, take a pickup truck and a trailer and a shipping container and fill that thing. Like it's amazing place. So we hit the road, heading to Paducah, Kentucky.
No matter how good the dildos are, you'll never have the pounds of thrust that I can put behind it.
Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone.
Holy fuck. These are all just fireworks.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Fucking called AAA and they've been waiting for fucking ever.
Oh, you got a flat battery.
And it's not stick shift?
Yeah.
Automatic.
Stick shift?
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, worst comes to worst, I'm gonna go buy some fireworks and blow the fucker up.
I was trying to find something to shoot at you.
What's this? Fucking gay pink. Hey? Be a man.
By this time I was texting Ben, he's on the road, and I was like, hey, where are you staying? And he's like, we haven't booked anything yet. And I was like, well, we're gonna get there early. I found this Best Western by the freeway, and plenty of room. Sort of had a look on Google Maps and could see, yeah, you turn a truck around there. It was next to a truck stop. It was perfect. We had a couple of hours to kill until Ben and his crew rolled in. So we downtown Paducah.
Big old stogie, if that's what you're feeling. Big old Churchill.
Will you finish that?
I will not finish that.
No, but you can chop it and take it home.
The thickest gauge that I have right now are these
I like a bit of girth.
60 by 60. This is Ingram, river aged. This is their single barrel. It's our barrel pick. So that means all of us from the bar have tried it and picked out this one in particular. It's distilled out in Ballard County, Kentucky, and then it's aged on the riverboats for Ingram Barge Company. And
You mean aged on the boat, as in it's in barrels on the boat?
Oh yeah, and they don't tell the people which barges they're on either. So all the people working on them, they have no idea if there's barrels of whiskey on there. I mean, hundreds of barrels.
Just rocking up and down the Mississippi.
Yep, absolutely. And it adds a whole new flavor to it, something that you don't get with a barrel that's stationary. Adding a lot more flavor. A lot of that flavor piles up to the top of the barrel because they're not filled all the way. So you get a lot of extra flavors, some cherry, a lot of extra oak too.
We tried not to get too sloshed because we didn't want to be those drunk Aussie guys. I text Ben and said, hey, what time are you coming in? This is where we're staying. I'll have some beers ready. And anxiously waited for these Bones cars to roll in, like into the Best Western, Paducah. So we're hanging out in the car park of this Best Western. Like, we're so excited, like hanging out. So we gave him a bit of space and gave him a beer and broke the ice and had a bit of a chat.
Oh yeah. You need one, mate.
I do. I'm arranging it right now as we speak.
Keith, absolute legend. He had some family that lived in Paducah, and he rang them, and they came, picked us up in this party bus. So they roll in this real old Dodge or Ford Transit van or something, and neon lights flashing and all this sort of stuff, and we all pile into this party bus and cruise into town to a steakhouse, and just met these guys, and here we are. We're all out for dinner and sharing a few Modelo's and having a good time.
Where's the cops don't mind it though, I get help.
Yes. Thank you.
Texas has vegan meat.
Oh, fuck.
We don't fuck with vegan.
I hope not.
Bar? They have a bar? Hey, no bad.
Gonna be out of gin by the
Let's do this. His passion is about the group of cars being together and the
Pleased to meet you guys.
good place to meet you. It's all just fun.
I got goosebumps just talking to you, man. Honestly,
It's all fun. The cars are fun.
Yeah.
It's the people that you meet that's the real deal. They build Rolling Bones car better than Rolling Bones do. It's Hollywood.
Hey?
Look, what are you doing?
It's incredible. That's a Super Mario.
Yeah, they got peanuts.
These nuts.
Hey, 13 and we've got 13.
beer here, I'll put that.
Hey.
We wake up in the morning and up early again. I was so excited, I just wasn't sleeping. I was up early every morning. Up early, and we're out in the car park just looking at these, bits of art, these Rolling Bones cars.
Oh, that'd be great.
And when he came back,
anyway, we meeting everyone, having a chat, and really getting to know each other. And you know, and they're like, "Hey, you want to jump in some cars with us today?" And you know, we got a few spare seats, and I was like, "Hell yeah!" You know, and so I ended up jumping in John Suckling's Roadster with Holly. She was driving, and hit the road and just start crunching down the miles to Oklahoma. Bartlesville, Oklahoma. cruising in these cars all day. Didn't feel like that, like I could have done it for another 2 days straight. Couple of fuel stops and along the way, and sort of got in Ben's ear because he had his 32 3-window in the trailer. They had the race car and his car in the trailer, in the tow vehicle. Anyway, and he's like, you know what, I might get it out for this last leg. So we wheeled it out, and I couldn't get into that fast enough. Sorry, Holly. So jumped in that with him, and you know, that car is a legendary car. Like, you know, Ken's first car, and peeling down the freeway in it, and fat arming out the window, just living my best life. I couldn't believe it. The bones, they're all staying at the Osage Casino. Anyway, we roll into the car park there, and there's at least a dozen more Rolling Bones cars in there, and I'm just like, what the hell? We already had accommodation booked at some other motel in town, and I was like, boys, we're fucking staying here. We're fucking staying here.
Each day through my window,
hanging out in the car park with, you know, all the owners, all the Bones guys, and meeting these people, and you know, they invited us to have dinner with them. Amazing people. Had dinner with them, a couple of beers, some cocktails at the bar. Just got talking, and Tom McIntyre needs no introductions. Absolute legend. Sitting at the table with him, absolute gentleman. And I sort of said to him, we didn't even know about the reliability run. We didn't even know what we were doing at this gathering at the Rock. He's saying, oh, the reliability run was on the Friday, and we should, you know, try and come along to that. And I was like, oh, well, we were sort of a bit shy on seats. Like, there was 5 of us, and there was room in 3 of the cars that we came in, and we needed a couple more seats if we were going to go on the reliability run. And I said to Tom, Tom, do you have a spot in your car, or do you know of anyone that might have a spare seat that we can, you know, come along on this reliability run? And he's like, oh, let me just, I think I've got someone with me, but let me just make a call. Anyway, so he gets on the phone, and he rings this guy Larry, and he goes, Larry, I've got this Australian gentleman with me, highly qualified. Is he able to drive your car tomorrow? And I'm sitting there going, what? And he's like, yeah, highly qualified. He'll be able to take it on the reliability run for you, and bring it back all in one piece. And I was like, what? Just sitting there, like, just couldn't believe what I was hearing. And Tom hangs up the phone and he's like, okay, you need to meet Larry Hurst in the car park, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and he'll run you through. You can drive his car for the weekend. This is the 47 car. And I was just like, what is happening? I cannot believe this. Up bright and early outside, met Larry. He ran me through the car and, you know, showed me what was what. And I couldn't thank him enough, but it was kind of weird. Like, he was thanking me. He's like, oh, thanks for doing this for me. And I was like, are you serious? Like, thank you.
Turns out I'm driving a rolling bones car today.
Here we are, like me and Woz jumped in the passenger seat, and we're cruising the reliability run in the 47 car for the Rolling Bones.
Won't you lend your lungs to me? Mine are collapsing. Plant my feet and bitterly breathe up the time that's passed. Breath I'll take and breath I'll give. Pray the day's not poised. Stand among the ones that live in lonely indecision. Fingers walk the darkness down. Minds on the midnight. Gather up the gold you found, you fool, it's only moonlight. If you stop to take it home, your hands will turn to butter. Better leave this dream alone, try to find. Salvation sat and crossed herself and called the devil partner. Wisdom burned upon the shelf who'll kill the raging cancer. Seal the river at its mouth, take the water prisoner. Fill the sky with screams and cries, bathe in the fiery answer.
And then, yeah, hanging out in these little towns and just getting to know all the guys from the guys and girls from the Bones, and hanging out with them. It was pretty cool. I'll pay you whatever it costs. You get it over here. Coming into Walla Rock, which is like a Native American reserve, museum. I don't even know how to describe the place. It's bloody amazing, but. Cruise the cars back into Osage Casino. We're all just hanging around the trailers in the car park and the cars, eating Subway and drinking beers and having a chat and having a great time. And Keith and I headed in, and the rest of the Aussies to the Rat Bags, and Mario and Lucas. They were all set up at the bar at the casino, firing on all cylinders. Yeah, the whiskeys were flowing. So we drank all the Maker's Mark that they had in the casino, and then I think we started drinking the Jameson, and then I think it was just me and Keith there with our arms around each other, talking shit and drinking whiskeys till the bar closed. It was just him and I there. We closed the bar, and I just really couldn't believe, like, such a nice guy, and I feel like I've really made a friend for life with this Keith. Dragged myself out of bed and walked down to the car park, and there's Keith, fresh as a daisy, like ready to drive for another 3 days to get home, and I just couldn't believe it. It didn't seem to affect him, and off he went. That was our time with the Bones.
I rode my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. I've been looking around a while. You got something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I ride my bike, I roller skate, don't drive no car. Don't go too fast, but I go pretty far. For somebody who don't drive, Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Officer Armiger from the Van Buren PD.
Yep.
And the reason why I pulled you over is for your speed.
How fast was I actually going?
82 and a 55.
Hurry up.
Can I see your driver's license and insurance, please?
Alright, now you got to tell what's it for, mate?
Doing 87 in a 55 zone.
Mile an hour.
Miles, yes. So I was pretty lucky. Just a warning.
Far out.
Thanks, Australia.
Don't let them be guitars and driving old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Totally blew our expectations out of the water. You know, here we were going to go to TROG, maybe get 1 or 2 runs in on the beach, cruise across the country to see some cars, and here we are, like, hanging out with the guys that run TROG and making friends for life with Mel and Mark J and Squire. Then Holly and Ben. Ben never had to answer the phone. Ben never had to text me back and say, hey, we're going to be here, and he did. Credit to him, you know, he texted back and said, hey, come join us. Never met me, didn't know who I was. Opened his schedule up to make room for us, and you know, opened their arms up and let us into their circle of friends, and can't believe it. And I guess that's hot rodding, and that's hot rodding everywhere. That's hot rodding in Australia. That's hot rodding worldwide. It's just fucking cool, and that's what we love about hot rods, and that's exactly what we're trying to do with hot rods. We want everyone just to be fucking stoked on hot rods, driving their fucking hot rods, and fucking doing hot rods. Did I say hot rod?